Hey everybody, welcome to cinemasesh. I'm AJ Hamilton.
And I'm Jay Salahi.
God! We saw The Nice Guys.
Correct.
Starring
Ryan Gosling.
and
Russell Crowe.
that's right, and other people too, I bet.
I don't think so. I think it's just them two in the movie.
Spoilers? Oh, that's sexual, I think. Is it sexual?
Sexual healing.
When I get that feeling, I want sexual healing.
The Nice Guys.
I mean, the movie's a blast. Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling have amazing chemistry.
They really do.
The humor it's so great because you can tell it's a type of humor that wouldn't work if the actors didn't have the right chemistry, if they didn't vibe right. You know,
Yeah.
it's not maybe the type of thing that reads like would be funny on paper, but it's funny in the situation.
Very true.
And it's super well directed by Shane Black, and the cinematography is beautiful.
Yeah.
And the thing I want to point out is
Music?
the use of music was great. I thought too.
I thought so, yeah.
I mean, it really had that 70s feel, but it was great. It was a modern 70s movie. Like, you had the 70s vibe, and it was like a 70s Lethal Weapon, yet it felt modern. Like a modern 70s Lethal Weapon. That's how I say it in a sentence, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, it absolutely does. Yeah, it's... You know what's funny, I think, about the music, the soundtrack, is it's not deep cuts. It's like stuff that you would exactly expect a 70s movie to have in it, but that's actually great because it sets you right in there. It is almost like a shorthand with the audience to say, hey guys, I'm going to remind you every once in a while that we're still in the 70s. If the leisure suits and everything don't do that, but still, I think it's a great use of sound in the movie.
But it is true. It totally sets the mood, and they use it well. They don't it's not overdone.
Yeah.
And it's not done in the sense of, like, I think people might think it's not Guardians of the Galaxy. It's not a superhero movie. It's not used in the sense of, like, laugh at the music, or the music, drives the scene because it's like, instead of a musical score, we have this. No, it's literally the setting that they're in, and it's basically everywhere you go, there's always music playing because it's the 70s, and there's parties, and every street you go into, and everyone's playing music all the time. So there's that kind of feeling, and the costume design was really great, and the production design was there. But there was a couple the issues I had though with it. Not issues I had, but the third act, I thought that they earned, like, they could have done more with it. Like, I thought they earned more. They earned bigger. They kind of wink at this film, like, hey, look, we're setting up for sequels. Not necessarily like in the forced hand way, but they just kind of a nice tie up where it's like an open-ended story we can go further. Yeah. But in doing so, they end up not wrapping up some certain arcs that they set up previously. Right. That I think they kind of dropped the ball at.
I absolutely agree. I think we were talking about it. The Ryan Gosling's character's house. Right,
yes,
and they're renting a place, and their old one burned down. I guess this isn't really spoilers or anything like that. But in the end, usually in a movie like this, in the end, in a movie like this, you would see the setup of the daughter saying, "I hate this house. This is the worst house. I wish," and then her being so obsessed with going back to the place that the house was, and then in the end, there's literally no reference to the house.
Well, the thing is,
he looks at it at the end, or at the end of like the second act.
Yeah,
but then they never touch on it again.
Well, the problem is for me is they set up the house. Yeah. The reason it's important is because the house is the core relationship between him and his daughter. Like, that's their connection. Yeah. And they kind of tie the storylines as one. Like, their arcs, the house's arc, the daughter's arc, and the house doesn't have an arc, but then the daughter's arc are tied with the house. Right. And they don't really finish it off. Like, we see that
they don't even
the girl sits in this lot. Why do you sit in that lot? We discover, that's the lot where her house was.
In a very subtle way.
In a very subtle way.
I loved that.
I love that. They handled it so greatly.
Yep.
And they they handled the mom thing very greatly too, very subtly. And we didn't need it to be overhanded. All we needed was, and the problem is too is, doesn't Ryan Gosling kind of, I forget the exact moment, but he either yells at his daughter, or they get in a fight with "I hate you" type of, not like that, but they have that situation, right?
Yes, yeah.
And they never kind of like, even though they have a third act and they go through stuff, they never have a look or a line or a moment that actually resolves their fight previously in the film.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, I think the dangling thread is the daughter.
Yeah. She steals it. She's amazing.
And Gory Rice is an amazing
she's
little
13,
actor.
12?
Yeah, oh my God. She held her own against these titans of Hollywood.
100%.
It was so awesome.
Honestly, probably the best kid actress I've seen in a movie. And
so much.
since I can recent memories that I can remember in my head.
Yeah.
She was amazing.
It doesn't say how old she is, but it says that she's 5'3".
Okay.
So that's a good thing. But no, she's been in a couple other things, but not anything that you would recognize.
Well, I'm sure
really.
she's going to get cast in a shit ton of shit after this.
She's in a thing called Jasper Jones, which is in post-production, so that's look out for her in that. But it's just
Jasper Jones.
Yes.
But you know, Crow and Gosling nail their roles. She nails her role. But
yes.
Kim Basinger, whatever.
Sure, why not?
You know what? She's terrible.
Why is she in this movie?
She is acting. Somehow, I don't know how they did it, but somehow she is on a live set acting against Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling, yet she's surrounded by a green screen acting with herself because that's how her performance is.
She's completely wooden.
It's one of the worst. Like,
Holy God.
It stands out so bad. Like, it is shockingly bad.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, she's been good in other movies before.
I mean, yeah, but especially her last scene with, who is it, with Gosling?
Yeah.
And she...
Well, both of them kind of, right?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but Gosling is leaning back and looking at her. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. On the bench in
Yes.
the police office, it was just, I could not take her seriously as an actor, as a, spoiler alert, bad guy.
Yeah.
She was just the epitome of phoning it in.
Yes,
that's what it was.
And we already said spoilers, but like what she did, she's basically saying like what she did in the film. There's no way she could say it after and not have a character arc about it. She's just like, what I did was the right thing and anyone would have done it. No, you did the craziest, weirdest fucking thing ever.
Yeah.
And to be honest, the other part, the movie, the plot was weird. I kind of liked it more if it was a MacGuffin, and I thought they were going to try to get her daughter back.
Yeah.
But then once they got the daughter back and they were trying to really stop the plot, it felt slightly in your face, heavy-handed, and kind of awkwardly positioned. Like, shutting down the auto industry.
Was it trying to be a statement about? Yeah, that's essentially what the overarching thing is. This girl made a movie, a porn, to get everybody's eyes on the fact that the auto industry is polluting the air, and everything like that,
and lying about the reports, lying about safety, and all that stuff.
Exactly. They're stopping the catalytic converter from being widely used, and great, interesting. Like if that was just things to put you in the time period, that would be great. But it was so intricate to. I mean, it was so necessary for the plot that it made no sense. It muddied it. It really did. And the fact that was the bad guy, that the bad guys were Detroit, and I think this is sort of what you're talking about, that they deserved more. All you get as a bad guy is her and Matt Bomer,
who's not introduced until the very end of the second act.
Right, and he is essentially a henchman.
He's a henchman. He's got 2 lines.
He's the top man henchman, and he's a badass. That's fine. He uses guns great, and he's cold-hearted and everything like that. But he's not the big bad guy.
No.
And so I think
the big bad guy's in 3 scenes sitting behind a desk.
And if she's even the big bad guy, she's not really. That's the face of the bad guy. Apparently, she didn't even call in the hit. Her representatives or her people in Detroit were the bad guys who sent the hit out on her daughter.
But she went along with it. So
she went along with it. I don't know. There was no big mwahahaha, and then you shoot the bad guy. There's no Die Hard. Yippee-ki-yay scene.
It kind of flutters out. The last beat of the film, they have a kind of a dual action moment, and what Ryan Gosling does and what Russell Crowe has to do at the same time feels as if it's something that leads into the final moment.
Yes.
It's like the final beat before, like the final beat that goes into the last 5-minute, 3-minute confrontation, no matter how short it is.
Yeah.
But there needed to be that one more little moment.
Very, very odd thing I thought at the end as well, lacking the fact that the resolution with the daughter, and then we don't know at all why through the whole movie Russell Crowe doesn't drink.
Yeah,
we're not sure exactly why that is, but then the last scene, he's drinking a
Yeah.
bottle of rum.
That's his arc. His arc is the opposite. I thought it was kind of funny.
Interesting. Yeah, no, it's
learns to
an
drink
archetype
again.
of yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. I liked. Oh God, I think Ryan Gosling is the new. I don't know, Shemp.
Shemp? What the fuck is Shemp?
Shemp was the fourth. Larry Moe Curly Shemp.
Oh.
He was the fourth Stooges.
There's a fourth Stooge?
Yeah, he's one of the guys who came in when the other guys couldn't work. He has some of the funniest scenes and the funniest physical.
He does.
Comedy that I've ever maybe not ever seen, but he was so on his game in this, and
hilarious.
I did not know that he had it in him.
It might be one of his
honestly.
best performances, like top 3 best performances
Right?
ever. Like, it was amazing.
My God, yeah, no, I'm a huge fan. More than half the movie, he has to work with this cast on his arm.
Yeah.
And I thought the costuming. We were talking about the costuming. Every single suit that he has a cut down the sleeve on the left hand side, and it's just such a fun little detail.
Yeah.
You know, I think physically, using the whole world, Shane Black was really, really good. Did really, really well in the in the attention to detail.
Yeah.
Honestly.
So, final grade.
What did we talk about? I think I was going to give it like 80, 86, 88, something like that.
I'm giving it an 88. I mean, an 86. I'm
Then
giving it.
I will take
I'm
88.
giving it. I'm giving it a B.
No, yeah.
It gets a high B, not a B plus.
Then I'm
A
going
B.
to average it. It's 87.
So you're giving it a B plus.
Is it?
Yeah, 87 is a B plus. 86 is a B. It's the cutoff.
All right. Fine. I'll match you on this one.
La-ha.
My goodness. Yeah. No. It's good, but there's nothing that pushes it over to be a B plus or even an A movie.
But still, it's something I want to watch again. And
Absolutely.
maybe I'll like a little more second
yeah.
time. Who knows? But 86, that's a great grade. It's
Yeah,
fantastic.
absolutely.
I really enjoyed it.
Also, I can't promote this movie enough. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, one of my guilty
Yes, check it
pleasures
out.
that I go back to. Check it out, and then check out The Nice Guys. All right, thank you guys for watching. We really appreciate you.
Yes, and don't forget, if you like this show, please give us a big thumbs up and subscribe.
That's right, and down in the description we have links to our social media sites, so please follow us there.
Yes, make me feel gratified in life.
Yes, it's the only thing we live for.
Anyways, that's it. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye. Oh man, this is taking a while.
What's up, everybody? This is cinemasesh. I'm Jay Salahi, and
I'm
AJ
Jay.
can't masturbate with his left hand.
Wow, there it is. I bet.
I don't think so. I think
What?
it's just them two in the movie.
It's just waiting for Godot, and
They're,
it's just
they're
those two.
cardboard cutouts everywhere else.
Oh, that is amazing, amazing painting.
It was a pretty good art
beautiful.
direction idea. It was interesting to
Yeah, yeah.
It shows where they are in society. That they're the only two people that are like even paying attention to what's going on under everyone's nose with the auto industry.
And you save a lot of money on extras.
You do, and you're saving a dying industry in the cardboard cutout.
Those artists are a dying breed. That is sad.
Yeah.
Just like the auto industry, like you were saying.
Exactly. But seriously, Sally's Cardboard is the best place in the valley. If
Oh.
you need 48 hours, they had it all.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Sally, it's not even Sally, it's her granddaughter, Nancy.
Yeah.
But,
it's actually
they cut-
Nancy's husband.
Sally is Nancy's husband?
No. Sally is Nancy's grandma, but it's Nancy's husband who runs most of the business.
Oh, okay. So if you call Sally's cardboard, you get Fred. You get Fred, Sally's husband.
Yeah.
No, Nancy's husband.
Nancy's husband.
That's right.
Yes.
This is ridiculous.